Hi, I'm coming to you from a hotel room in Canberra, ACT, Australian Capital Territory, to share with you a couple of thoughts I've had about what to do when holiday cravings strike and when they are super hard to resist. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about this in the States. It's the end of Thanksgiving weekend, and no matter where you are in the world, we're heading into the holiday season. And regardless of which holidays you celebrate, between Christmas and New Year's and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and any of the holidays, you can't get away from some of the temptations, right? The sugar, the alcohol, the really indulgent food that derails you from the direction you want to go. And I've been hearing a lot of anguish from people about this, a lot of confusion about how to handle it. One woman even said that she was going to try to just hate herself into changing. There's some changes she wants to make about how she engages with these substances, these craving substances. And she thought she would just hate herself into making those changes. And so what I want to really share is that in my experience, hating yourself doesn't work. In my professional experience, I've never seen anybody that I've worked with be able to hate themselves or willpower themselves into making those changes. We just get stuck in this war with ourselves when we're desperately trying to resist the thing that we're craving and then hating ourselves when we give into it. Wouldn't it be awesome if we could do something totally different? Here's what I've discovered works. There's two parts of it. One is to just have compassion for ourselves no matter what. This sucks. This is hard. For those of us who struggle with addiction to whatever it may be, or even if you don't, even if you just struggle with toxic coworkers at the holiday party, and that feeling of wanting to eat to numb it out or drink to numb it out. It's really hard. And I think the most significant step we can make is to just be compassionate to ourselves no matter what. No matter whether we feel like we're failing at our good intentions, whether we feel like we're about to fail at our good intentions and give in to that craving, or no matter if it's the day after and we're looking back at that holiday party and regretting choices that we made. In that moment, there's nothing that is as transformative as just loving ourselves up the best we can. We might not believe it, but we can practice just leaving the space to know, this is really hard. I'm doing the best I can. Let me learn to care for myself better. Maybe one day I won't need the sugar cookies and the booze. Maybe I'll have other ways to take care of myself. But for right now, this is where I'm at. This is what's real for me. And let me be kind and tender to myself. Just the way we would be with a good friend, hey? So, cultivating more self-compassion. And related to that is letting go of this idea that we're going to willpower our way through to making those changes. The brain doesn't work that way. When you look at what's happening at a neurological level, every time we're trying to repress and suppress and deny that craving, we're exhausting our brain's capacity for decision making and follow through. We're setting ourselves up for another binge. So if we can ease that off, if we can ease off the pedal, we might be able to eventually move away from the binge because we don't get so tightly wound up with the willpower. What works instead of willpower? Having a think about, why do I want to make these changes? I keep coming back to the holiday party at Chrissy, but That's all right. Here we are at the work holiday party, and whether you're trying to resist the Christmas cookie display or knowing that it's not good for you, it's not good for your relationships or your health or your ability to succeed in the world, to keep hitting the punch bowl so hard, here we are trying to resist. What would it be like to, instead of trying to push it away and deny it, to just acknowledge, wow, okay, craving, you're here. I can feel you right now. You are so strong. I might even be about to give in to you. But for this moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to accept that that craving is strong. I'm going to accept that that's here. And I'm going to remind myself, why did I not want to give in to that craving again? What are the values I'm basing my life off now and that I want to be basing my actions off that are different than that? Reminding ourselves of our values can be a powerful way to decide what our next step will be, our next action. What do we pick up next? If our values are to cultivate physical health, maybe we're going to choose a glass of water with a spritz of lemon rather than another beer. We might choose to nourish our bodies with the vegetable crudité and the the luxurious dip that goes along with the veggies, rather than heading right for the desserts. If our values are, I want to live long enough to see my grandchildren play. If our values are, I value my freedom and autonomy to make choices, any of these, reminding ourselves of any of these can give us the capacity to make different changes, different choices in that moment. And then sometimes we're going to make the same old habitual choice anyway because habits run deep, and the pain that we're addressing through the alcohol, through the food, through the other substances, that pain runs deep. So if it happens to win, instead of beating ourselves up, maybe we could really see, oh, I'm trying to do better. That's awesome. We have to keep trying to get better. If we weren't trying to get better, we definitely wouldn't get there. So, wow, how cool is it that I keep trying? I keep hitting the cookie jar anyway, and I keep trying to make healthy choices. Let me be gentle to myself. Let me be kind to myself about how bad I derailed yesterday. Let me remind myself of what my values are and what I want to do today. Because I promise you that when we're in the midst of the struggle, when those cravings feel so alive and so powerful and so strong, nothing gets better by hating ourselves. Nothing gets better by trying to grit our teeth and willpower through it. Not in my experience. But sometimes acceptance and compassion and refocusing on what we really want in a bigger picture, sometimes things get better then. Keen to hear how it's going for you, how you're feeling heading into the holiday season. Leave a comment. Head over to my website and you can leave a comment there. Yeah, keen to hear what it's like for you out there and whether you're finding ways to be compassionate to yourself with all the struggles around all the cravings. Good luck. Cheering you on.